For today's Cyber CEO episode,
Wayne has made it very, very good. I mean, at the end of the day, I can pick up the phone and call him at any time, and it's like he's here without him being here. The fact that he works for us 8 hours a day, he's available via email and via phone at any request, it makes it very seamless.
Wayne's actually been a big asset to the company. He's very smart, very articulate, and very good at what he does.
The biggest impact for us is just having the capacity to grow. With Wayne's help, we are able to take on more clients, work with more people, and frees me up to go out and make that happen. So
I think everything's been pretty streamlined. I think Wayne's pretty happy with how everything's going, and I'm grateful for him, and I know Sam is too.
welcome to Cyber CEO, wherein we talk about how our cyberbackers helped our cyber CEOs take their businesses to the next level. Cyber CEO is powered by Cyberbacker, the world's leading provider of admin support services from anywhere in the world to anyone in the world. Please visit our website www.cyberbacker.com for more details. Another great day here at Cyberbacker. My name is Jello. We're back with another episode of Cyber CEO. And of course, we have very special guests on the show. Sam, Christie, how are you guys doing today?
Good, thank you.
really well. Thank you for having us.
There we go. We're very, very excited to have you on the show, of course, talk to you about virtual leverage and your experience with Cyberbacker. But before we do that, I need your guys' help. Can you tell us something about what you do? Of course, Sam, Christie.
Well, we're LaFossa Real Estate Services, so it's a real estate company. And the way that we've used our Cyberbacker is I'm the marketing director, and I've used him to help me actually create a fair amount of marketing pieces in Canva, as well as just posting on social media. So we list, how many properties do you think we've listed this year?
60.
Yeah, so we've been very busy with real estate this year.
So very, very busy so far. So how long have you been partnered with your Cyberbacker, by the way?
Almost a year now.
Maybe six. I'd say 6 to 8 months.
6 to 8 months. Got
I think that's what he had mentioned to me the other day. It was about 6 months.
Okay. So is this your first time to work with a team member who's virtual anyway, just like your Cyberbacker?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
So was it a big change? Because I know in real estate, we're all kind of used to working with people that we meet, let's say in an office setup or a coffee house, somewhere like that. But after the pandemic, everything's going virtual. So how was the transition for you guys? Was it a big one? Was it a big change in me?
Mindset-wise, it was a big change. Not having someone here in my office was something that I didn't know that I would be able to get used to. But Wayne has made it very, very good. I mean, at the end of the day, I can pick up the phone and call him at any time, and it's like he's here without him being here. The fact that he works for us 8 hours a day, he's working for us, he's available via email and via phone at any request. It makes it very...
all the time. Yeah. So seamless transition right there. Then now you already mentioned his name. Wayne, talk to me more about him. What's it like working with him every day? About the tasks? What are the things that he helps out with? Things like that.
Well, Wayne's actually been a big asset to the company. As Sam had mentioned, I was very reluctant in possibly hiring a Cyberbacker because I didn't know how it was going to go. Mm-hmm. I'm the one that did all of his training, so we had a lot of Zoom training sessions, he's very smart, very articulate, and very good at what he does. He's taken the time to go out and figure things out on his own, as well as the training that Cyberbacker provides to him. So that all has been very great. How he helps me is, like I had mentioned, he's taken all of our marketing materials that were in InDesign and converted those over to Canva, which was, I know, a very huge task for him to do. Mm-hmm. Not every single piece yet has been converted over, but we're really close to having them all done. That makes it extremely easy for us to work on projects. In fact, the other day, he and I were both working in Canva together simultaneously, which was it's a very cool feature of Canva. So I love that aspect of it. And whenever I have questions, because that's a new program that I'm learning, whenever I have questions, he's able to, either we'll do a Zoom or we'll log on to Canva together and he'll be able to explain things to me. So that's been very helpful. And then, like I had mentioned, he does a lot of our social media posts for us. So when a property is newly listed or has just been closed out. He's the one that I've turned that over to him. Obviously, I can still do it, but he enjoys doing that aspect of it. So he's doing the social media stuff for us at this point.
So mainly about marketing, social media, and for the past few months. Now, here in Cyberbacker, we're very big when it comes to growth. Of course, your Cyberbacker is going to continue to grow with you in the business. So what I'm curious to know about any future plans for him to do, any future projects that you would want him to do, of course, for the business.
Well, in addition to what he's doing for me, he's also helping Sam with, we have our platform as KV Core. So Sam, do you want to talk a little bit?
Yeah, I was just going to say, we're really starting to input all of our data into KV Core CRM, and we're making specific drip campaigns per lead origination. So if a lead came from, if it was a seller lead that came from any source, that could be put onto a drip campaign that is specific for that source. And then if it came in as a buyer lead from Zillow, realtor.com, or wherever it came from, that they get put on a drip campaign that speaks specifically to what that client came to us from, so they have a better conversion ratio. And we're putting that together now as we speak. So him and I are working on that, and that's our biggest task.
And I would say that's ongoing because KV Core is a very big platform with lots of different levels of things that we've yet to even uncover. So Wayne's been very helpful about going out, and if we have a specific question, he's actually working with the representative from KV Core because he's setting up the drip campaigns for us, Wayne is. So it's been helpful. It's been helpful for him to do all of that for us while we're busy doing other things. And knowing that when we need the answers, he's able to go get them for us and fully understand how to implement them.
That's going to be very exciting for us. Once everything is set up, it's going to be exciting for your Cyberbacker as well. More things to do, more opportunities to grow, of course. Now, how about the partnership, though? Again, this is your first time working with a person or someone who's virtual, just like your Cyberbacker. How did that partnership start out, and how did it become this successful between the both of you?
So Wayne and I, obviously, like I said, we had a lot of training via Zoom, which was very helpful. And then in addition to that, the ways that I communicate with him is that we work through Trello. So if I have a task for him to do, I'm sending that off really quick. So it's an instantaneous thing that he's seeing on his end. We're obviously communicating via phone call and text messaging as well as email. He's really good about, we're both really good about communicating with each other. And if there's any questions or concerns, he could talk to me about it and vice versa for him. I haven't had any issues with him. I mean, he's been great thus far. And, I think it's working out really well. I'm grateful for him because it's funny because he even said, and Sam doesn't do my job, obviously, and I don't do Sam's, but Wayne had even said, I don't even know how you did all this by yourself because there are so many pieces and parts to it that it is a lot to take care of. And with what we do, we have to be very meticulous about making sure everything is correct and that there's no mistakes. Obviously, people make mistakes, but he realized that and saw how he has been able to help me. It's definitely taken off a fair amount of stress for me because, which I know my boss appreciates that. I'm not always the pleasantest when I get stressed, but anyway, no, it's just been a big help. And I think everything's been pretty streamlined. I think Wayne's pretty happy with how everything's going. And, I'm grateful for him. And I know Sam is too.
So already successful partnership in just the span of a few months. Now, just a follow-up question there. How important is that in a virtual partnership, just like this one, or in any partnership? Communicate.
It's imperative because I want, obviously he's not here sitting right in my office with me, and I need to make sure he's doing what I've tasked him to do and that it's being done in a very timely manner. So it's very important. He does let me know when he goes on a break. Obviously, they get breaks, so he's informing me of when he's stepping away for a while in case I try to call him and I can't reach him, and then I'm wondering where he might be at, obviously. But he's been doing a good job of informing me when he's gone. I don't even know if it's a 10 or 15-minute break is all he's taking, so it's helpful.
So really great communication right there. Now, one last question while I still have you here. You've been working with Wayne for a few months now, for 6 to 8 months. What's been the biggest impact of virtual leverage in the business so far?
The biggest impact for us is just having the capacity to grow. The need we had was the prior year, like Christy said, she was stressed out because we had her working all this by herself. And I didn't see a way that we could grow any further than what we were doing. She was leveraged as far as she can. And now with Wayne's help, I can see a path going, bigger and not overloading Christie and still getting the work done. So with Wayne's help, we are able to take on more clients, work with more people, and frees me up to go out and make that happen. So we're adding agents, we're adding clients. So growth is where we're at in our business. Even though this year was a down year from years past, just from the general market, but we didn't feel that as much as other people did because we had the people in place to assist us. So
already just a lot of success, a lot of growth the past 6 months. And I forgot to tell you guys, Wade is going to be able to listen and watch this once we have this online. So before we go, would you want to give him a quick shout out or any messages you'd like to give out to your Cyberbacker?
Well, today's his birthday, so I'd like to wish him happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday for sure.
And I think I've expressed to him how much I appreciate him already. I think he already knows that, but we're very grateful for him. He's done a fabulous job. I appreciate the fact that he takes the time to go get answers if he doesn't have one on how something's working or not working. And it's just been great. I'm really glad that he's the one I picked.
There we go. Now, we are very, very excited to seeing the continued growth and the success of this partnership. And again, Sam, Christie, thank you very much for being on the show today.
All right, thank you. Take care.
Day.
Thank you for listening to our daily dose of Cyber CEO. Stay tuned to know more about how Cyberbacker creates a difference in this digital time and age. You can visit our website www.cyberbacker.com and follow our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Spotify.